This episode of SportsCenter is brought to you exclusively by Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup.
Danville, Virginia. Population 45,700. It's a beautiful spring day in a quiet town along the Virginia border. A perfect place to make racing history.
This is the first clean diesel powered series in the world.
This series is for young drivers. It's non-professional drivers who are entering into a full-bodied stock car, allowing them to go on the track and become a professional racer.
No one's been really racing the diesels, so to be able to represent that in the first year of it, that's super cool. I'm super pumped about that.
Having the whole series, certified as carbon-free by Carbon Fund was a huge issue for me and my sponsors.
We've created a platform. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about having the best mechanic. Everything is even. The best driver will stand out.
My previous background in racing has been about 11 years in karting, and then I ran.
How's that possible?
I started when I was 4.
When I was 8, my mom got me a go-kart. It wasn't anything competitive. We ran out a couple times and just went out to go play around. We won a turkey.
What is really unique about the Jetta TDI Cup series is it's got the carbon-free footprint. It has 30 identically prepared diesels, and they are fast.
The car runs on ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel. The new fuel allows a particular filter to run and clean the emissions on the car, and that's come together under the clean diesel technology in their TDI engine.
I think the motorsports is the perfect place to be trying things out, like starting to go green racing, and let's see where we can take it.
The fact is, these cars are high-performance race cars. At the same time, they're much cleaner and better for the environment, which is a very cool thing.
Episode of SportsCenter is brought to you exclusively by Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup.
When Volkswagen designed the fuel-efficient, low-emissions Jetta TDI Clean Diesel, they loaded it up with torque. This inspired the Jetta TDI Cup, the first ever all-clean diesel race series designed to be green.
We've always tried to conserve outside of the track and feel bad going out racing on Sunday, and now it's the best of both worlds.
Getting into these new diesel cars, the immediate thought is, well, diesels aren't fast. And it's exactly the opposite once you get in these things. You get on the gas, you cannot put it full throttle coming out of the turn to spin the tires. You have to ease into the throttle. It's a fast track, so there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong.
Hey, somebody wants that? I saw somebody literally on the straightaway do one of these, just hit somebody. What? Yeah. Lots of torque, lots of horsepower. It's clean. It's it's going to be the future.
I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm just, when you're out there on the race laps, I don't want you going off, but I want you guys to be fast.
The cars are equally matched. The drivers are every bit as good. Some have a larger learning curve than others.
If I was to be 7 seconds off the pace, I'd be asking questions. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, then good. You go to bed and you wake up tomorrow and you come back and you're still 7 seconds off the pace.
It's frustrating.
When I left to go to Iraq, I sacrificed a lot as far as a racing career. So more than anything, Iraq just taught me, how to focus, knock everything else out, all the distractions, and just focus on the one thing that you're there to do. Just the fact that I made it here with this little is a pretty big deal to me. Hopefully, if I do win and I get the money, I would love to run for Volkswagen in Europe.
I want to make a career out of motorsport. I want to do this for the rest of my life. Nothing else. I mean, honestly, this is my dream. This is Yeah, just this or nothing else.
What is really unique about the Jetta TDI Cup series is it's got the carbon-free footprint. It is 30 identically prepared diesels, and they are fast.
There's only one way. You got to go fast, and you got to take chances, and you know, just hope you're not the guy that's track fights.
With qualifying behind them, it is now time to race. Coming up next, race 1 of the first race series designed to be green.
This episode of SportsCenter is brought to you exclusively by Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup.
What if there was a race designed to be green? Would anyone watch?
So we're here Sunday, race day at Virginia International Raceway. The very first race for the Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup. And a beautiful facility here, picturesque, elevation changes for the racetrack. Really looking forward to kicking today off for the first race of the season.
My expectations are to be up near the front, but if I'm not, you know, there's still a race after that, so it's a 30-minute race, anything can happen.
You've got to keep it competitive. You've got to make it a show for the fans. And I think it's going to be a very exciting series. You've got 30 cars that are equally prepared, 30 hungry young drivers. It's going to be fun to watch.
When the green flag dropped, it was Josh Hurley on the pole, but Caleb Kenny passed early in the race to take the lead. From there, it was wheel-to-wheel racing. But from all the bumping and grinding and 6 lead changes, it was patience that won out. Mark Pomeroy was in 4th place on the last lap, within striking distance of first. As the lead cars battled for position, Mark drove his own race, waiting for an opportunity. When the cars ahead got tangled up, Mark jumped into the lead and stayed there, beating out 2nd place by a mere 0.4 of a second.
The first winner of the very first Volkswagen Jetta TDI.
I'm completely so stoked that the race was unbelievable. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It put on a great show. The fans were loving it. We expected to have a fantastic show, and that's what we got.
I've never had more fun in my life. Being behind the wheel race, but that was just fun.
That was an amazing race. You know, the cars were absolutely phenomenal.
And I think I did really well for myself. I was within inches of guys next to me, and I felt great.
If I don't win the series, at least I can claim I was the first to wreck a car. So.
You had another chance to win. You did a good job.
You know, this season should definitely be focusing on all of us becoming better drivers. So whoever's the best out of that will be the ultimate winner.
I think Volkswagen's really taken the lead by developing this series and making not only everybody out there aware of it, but these young drivers aware of what this is all about.
It's wonderful. We have a whole series now that is gone green. And I think people will pay attention to it for that.
1 race down, 7 to go. Follow the Jetta TDI Cup at VW.com.
This episode of SportsCenter is brought to you exclusively by Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup.